Welcome to Nashville, football fans. A great look here inside of Nissan Stadium. Today, our draw features two from the AFC. It's the LA Chargers and the Tennessee Titans. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And away we go from Nashville. That's going to be taken in at the 8. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. So the Titans ready for their opening drive of the game. Leading them out, the #1 pick in the 2025 NFL Draft out of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
We talk all the time, Kate, of the NFL at times being a copycat league, and there's no question the success of Penix and Bo Nix and Jaden Daniels and all of their experience they brought to the NFL game was attractive to Tennessee, taking Cam Ward 1-1. This guy has been there and done it and seen it all at the college level. Now he's got to bring that experience and watch it flourish in the NFL.
The first carry here for Tony Pollard. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. One of the tight ends in motion left. He'll throw this one. Ward. That's going to be caught. Tony Pollard. This gets forward a little, not a ton, to the 35. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
It's going to throw here on 3rd. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that makes it 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping him off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting him even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Punt coming now from the Titans on this 4th down. On comes Johnny Hekker. Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Chargers take the field. They're led out by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Just ho-hum, more of the same production from Herbert in year 5. In fact, it was the cleanest football of his career, Kate. 23 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions. But he's got to check that box of playoff wins. And that's not easy to do in this AFC.
Herbert on 1st down. Dump off caught by his back. And he's tackled for no gain.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Opening carry of the game for Kimani Vidal. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
Not sure if it was a missed assignment on the line, a dominant play on his part, or maybe a little bit of both, Kate, but look at those dudes down there defensively. Man, they are fired up after that stick behind the line.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right. And I know it's very, very early, obviously, the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
He's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. So Tennessee headed out for its second drive of the game. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. Titans to the line now. 1st and 10. We'll start this one on the ground. Caller. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Well, they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Ward. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You and I know, Kate, it's on average about 60 to 65 plays a game, somewhere between 10 and 12 third downs. And what you don't want to do is start 0 for 2 in that column.
Another punch brings Johnny Hekker back to the field. Darius Davis returning for the Chargers. And hey, we see a lot of the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a second time. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Blown back, it's the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Herbert from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. Decent game here, but short of the first.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Time set here on this 3rd down from the Titans. 6 DBs out there. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Johnson finds the football, complete. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
The Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On 1st down, they'll run. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Xavier Woods up to make the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Oh, puts some air under this one. Right side. And he's there to send that one away. Incomplete. Was hoping to get that one to Keenan Allen. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
On 3rd down, Herbert. It's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. The Titans with Chinore DK deep to return. And he made sure to angle that one toward the sideline. He bounces inside the 20 and jumps out at the 13. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. And Brock, these guys are still searching. They are still searching for their first points, but beyond that, they don't even have a first down yet.
Not even one?
No, they're still searching. I know. Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10. Ward off the play fake. Into the hands of Tyler Lockett. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off of that game.
That's good for a Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. 1st and 10, it's Pollard. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
At the 47-yard line.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Again, a run with Pollard. Breaks the tackle. He's still going. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
1st and 10 at the 43.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down throw here for Ward. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. That draw is snuffed out. Didn't really have a chance, and they're going to back him up for 3rd down.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Here comes the Titans punting unit. Johnny Hecker, the one to send it away. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away.
At their own 20-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Herbert. We've got a screen to the running back. Has good room at the 35. And he's all the way up to the 41. We've finished 1 quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They're looking at 1st down here. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. Right? I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you could do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Third down here, need 8 on the play. No throw, third and long. Looking slant route, complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Chargers will have a first.
Chargers, first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Chargers, first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here's Herbert, first and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
Second down now. They need 7. It's Herbert once more. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
Herbert to throw once more. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they're up against it here on fourth down.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Bryce Oliver. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So now here comes the Titans on offense. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
First play of the drive. Here's Pollard. First down play, that's in 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a groove, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Ward. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, 3rd down. Now Ward. They're setting up the screen. It's Pollard. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Johnny Hecker on that a punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now for Herbert. That one's complete, right side. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
Herbert here, 3rd and long. That one's good to McConkey. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here's Herbert. To the left side, and Johnston has it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Started a little slow, but we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. It's the Chargers with 3rd and 5. Tight end going in motion here. Herbert now to throw on 3rd. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So once again, J.K. Scott out to punt it away. Deep to return, Chimere DK. Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Titans to the line now. 1st and 10. Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Shotgun snap out of Ward. Caught by his back here. It's Pollard. And he drives it up to the 24. Tuipulotu in for the tackle. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Third and long, new throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Now on for the punt, Johnny Hecker. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. The Charger offense making its way to the field. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. First call here coming from the shotgun. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Dumped off to his running back. And on first down, only gets about a yard here. The defender there to force him out.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. 3rd and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
J.K. Scott on to punt. And he's been one of the players of this game. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Titans taking over. Not much time remaining in the half. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing now on first down. Ward. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line, ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
It's going to throw here on 3rd. That's Cox, hits the rookie out of Stanford. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The Titans call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. From the gun, it's Ward. Catch made. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory.
To Tyler Lockett. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chargers' 46-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. One final shot before the half. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our studios in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you, and we'll keep it brief because the scoring has been brief. Just one field goal as we play on 3-0. I was promised there'd be touchdowns, so let's find out if we could get one in the 3rd quarter. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime report. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3.
Joey
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Here come the Chargers for their first drive of the 2nd half. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. He finds a little room there before being hauled down. Gain of 3.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Complete out to the right. And he won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Herbert. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. It's a pickup of 26. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Chargers.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Good defensive effort here drives them back across midfield onto their own side. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Herbert from the gun. That's caught. Keenan Allen. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They send a receiver in motion right. From the gun on third, it's Herbert. That one's nabbed by Allen. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Now a give running right. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about will power. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that first down.
Back to the well again. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up with a loss of yards. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Starting from the 5. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Out come the Titans for another offensive possession. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. First and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Titans will have a first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively, because you also know it can set the table for more.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ward. Forced out to his right. And he's touchdown about 5 yards shy of that first down marker.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Now Ward's going to hang on to it. And a great play was brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Titans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
First down throw here for Ward. Out left, and Lockett makes the grab. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Ward off the play fake. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. But fortunately, the Titans were able to jump back on that one. No turnover on the play. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
Here's Joey Sly for the Titans field goal attempt. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And they fail to cut the lead in half. It stays at 6.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Vidal. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. To throw, Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
So out now comes the punter. And he's been getting all of it every time out. And he's there to make the fair catch right at the 10-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
This our last play of the quarter. 1st and 10 here. Ward. Gets him on the end route. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. So we're through 3 here. It's Titans ball, and they could use a score. They come into the 4th trailing. All set now. 1st and 10. From the gun, they go with Pollard. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a 1st down run. He picked up 7.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Right back to Pollard. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense, and I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Winning there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. It's going to be a pickup of about 2. That leaves him with 3rd and 9.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Man in motion, headed right. To the air on 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Titans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake. He'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Third down, Chargers have 6 DBs out there. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
On now comes their punter. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now Herbert to throw. Setting up the running back screen. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
2nd and 3 now. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. That one gains 7. And the Chargers will have a first.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Running with Vidal out of the gun. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Not on the same page with his tight end, but still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
Los Angeles.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. The Titans call their 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing on first is Herbert. Completed to his running back. And they take him down right along the 30.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Chargers up by 6. 2nd and 3 now. Toss play, short side. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Trying to get it with the option here. Oh no, the ball is loose! And the Titans have the recovery.
You know, Kate, I one time had a coach tell me, hey, listen, I need you to be more of an artist and not a blacksmith. I need you to create. QB here does a great job creating, trying to buy something out of nothing. Unfortunately, as the clock ran out, that ball's punch free, and he gives it away.
The Titans ready to take over on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now they send their back in motion right. That's on a quick hitter. And he's going to get this one at the 46-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
It's brought in by Calvin Ridley. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent, when you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
Okonkwo brings it in, and they get this down to the 28. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
So the Chargers take this one on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Nashville.